What's up, y'all? It's your boy Flo, live from the homeless shelter. And this is the official relapse video. So I relapsed twice. January 13th and 14th. That night, it's like 11 and then whatever, So yeah, day zero was January 14th. I made a community post about it, and a lot of people would support me, and I just want to say I appreciate the support very much, and I feel like we need a lot more of that in the community, and I feel like we need to put respect on people that are willing to put their face out there and try to even be a leader for a bunch of y'all that are living y'all lives. Like, y'all don't have to do certain things that I gotta do, right? You don't have to tell the world every time you grab your meat and bust. So I feel like it should be, niggas gotta put respect on somebody's name that is willing to always be able to be accountable about that. There's some things I want to talk about in this video. It's gonna be a great video. And I know that these relapse videos get a lot of attention for good and bad reasons. So I just want to make sure every time that I ever make a relapse video, whether it be for Nofap or semen retention, I'm always try my best to drop some gems because I know a lot of people gonna be watching. So number one, I want to talk about blood retention before we get started talking about this relapse, right? And the reason why I want to talk about blood retention first is because I noticed increased size in my piece that I was very, very proud of. No homo, pause, but I want to put that in perspective because, like, that's very important to a man, right? None of this really is important to us like that. We care, it's like the icing on the cake. But the cake is the core, which is our piece. And then everything else that we do is just, to add to the cake, the cherry, the icing, I want to say, I said some things about faith in my last video. I did some crying as well. I want to talk about that as well. But that day when I made that video, I was talking about faith. We was going through some things, had an argument. But we always end up coming back and just having these deep, great conversations. She's a very smart girl. She just, she struggles with her anxiety. And I gotta be honest, as y'all can tell, like, I love that girl, man, very much. And I be wanting to really put that girl through it, bro, in the bedroom, and she know that, and that's what she love that about me. That's a whole nother conversation. But me and her sex life is amazing. It always has been, and the love that I have for her is beyond lust. Because I've really learned a lot about myself and about women and about her. And she's put me on to things that I was very surprised that she even knew about. So I appreciate our encounters. And sometimes I have these moments where I get insecure and I'm, thinking like, oh, maybe things ain't working out because but at the end of the day, she done flew out mad different times. And like, we talking about doing another trip. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, because I feel like I need to catch wreck on her. Or I ain't gonna lie. Because this experience that I had with the site really just showed me, like, I'm gonna be having straight sex urges now. I'm not gonna be having no site urges no more. But before I get into that, right, I wanna say why it's important to implement blood retention and how my piece grew. Now, I'm gonna be very detailed, but like I said, pause. Number one, it grew a whole inch, right? And just like the amount of power that I seen in my stiff, I was very proud of that. Like, it actually made me happy to look at. I was like, that's great right there. And that right there increases a lot of confidence. Maybe the reason why I got this kind of step in my walk that you could feel, like, I just look like I'm a very confident dude. things like that. If I had a small piece, I wouldn't probably be able to even walk around with the camera in my hand like this. Like, you know, you got to pay attention to detail because, you know, stuff like that do make a difference. So yeah, I was noticing that and I was very proud of that. Very. And another thing I want to say was that, you know, me and Shorty, we was having some conversations about, you know, sex, and she put some things in perspective that she appreciated about me and our sex life that I want to tell y'all so that I can help y'all. Right? Number one, she enjoys feeling the heat of my piece. Right? A lot of y'all may not know that stuff like that matters. A lot of y'all just think, oh, size. See, now, it was a very specific conversation that I do want to bring up. It was a part where she said, you know, when she feels like I'm about to, you know, ejaculate, my piece heats up even more, and that's what feels so good. Like, you know how like them last few pumps where you really about to bust and then you just like, you hitting it with them. All right, I can't be thinking about that. I'm about to get bricked up on this video. But you know what I mean? Like, that's like the best part. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you feel like, you know what I'm saying, them last few pumps where you just like, let's say if you gonna cream pie joint and you just like them last few, you know what I'm saying? So when she said that, it gave me some downloads. I was like, word. So, but she said she enjoys the strength of it just in general because it's always just got that heat on it. I got that heat on my joint. Right? So, you know, and don't we appreciate that about a woman's woes? When you go in there and it's just like wet and it's warm and it's tight, right? So just, you know, think about that. And the only way that you can have, you know, a piece that is, you know, strong like that. She says she also appreciates my veins, how strong my veins is. She feels that. See, which I need to understand about the inner walls of a woman is that they are very sensitive. So prioritizing something like blood flow, yeah, maybe I might have looked like I lost gains and all that, but I'm gaining where it matters. Believe that, you are. So I'm gonna work on, bro, trust me, I got my resistant band right here, 70 pounds. I be earthing this joint. You know, imagine being at the level where you could send a female that you know, the same way, like if you sexually active with a woman and she sends you a picture of her body naked, and then you just like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? I'm at that level where I could shoot Shorty a pic of my man's, and she start going crazy. So, you know, that's a very beautiful thing. It boosts your confidence and all that. To know that obviously the woman that you with, you can satisfy, because that can literally destroy your manhood. No matter how strong you are, no matter how street you are, no matter about none of that. You get in the bedroom and you can't do what we was brought here to do as men, which was, you know, earth your girl and really just have her just like, you know what I'm saying? Then you're not gonna feel like a man, my boy. So blood retention is really gonna make you feel like a man. All right, now I'm about to drop a gem, y'all. Now, take this in. What I noticed about my recent sight relapse that I had was that I was highly aware to the point where I did not enjoy it at all. And I feel like what I've learned, and I don't even feel guilty about my relapse, and I feel like the reason why that is because the download that I know how I love downloads. I love downloads. When I get downloads, I can't wait to put these videos together. But anyway, the reason why we feel guilty about a relapse is because we enjoyed the relapse. We was consumed by the videos. And I don't feel guilty, not even a little bit, because I did not enjoy it even a little bit. It was trash. See, the only reason why I was erect before I even went on the site in the first place wasn't even because I was having site urges. It was because my diet been good. My blood is not super clogged and I got good, for me, flow going on. So I'm just more in my natural state, right? You know what I'm saying? I really need me some walls. That's where I'm at with it. Like that experience was trash. Not saying that my previous ones was good, but you know, this is what we appreciate about the site on the subconscious level is that so many odds are stacked against us as men and so much pressure, so much responsibility, you know, that we appreciate that the site can kind of just like take us out of that. We just so consumed by just, I guess, appreciating the beauty of these women's bodies that they just put themselves out there like that. And we kind of like, you know, like building that relationship with ourselves, just, you know, away from the world, just fully consumed by these videos. I got another random gem just now in the process of making this video. Look at the difference in me just moving more calm and poised versus being like, yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And just look at that. Obviously I was exaggerating, but I say that to say, no matter what you're going through, no matter how tough things get, no matter how much anxiety you have, still just take your time. Don't let nobody or nothing make you feel like you gotta rush, or because that is gonna take you out of alignment and they are controlling you. You are being controlled by whatever it is that is making you feel like you have to move too fast. Control as a man is very important. Discipline, right? And just being poised and calm, and even if you don't have the best communication skills, you still take your time with everything. It just feels better, right? So hopefully y'all caught that, you know what I'm saying? Take that in. Right, this might be a weird gem, but it's a gem. There's been times, right, where I've gotten urges, didn't feed into them. A little bit of time went by, I had to take a doodle. Took a doodle, and after I took the doodle, the urges was gone. I'm gonna be even more raw. There's been times where I was in the middle of edging, had to take a doodle. Took a doodle, and when I was ready to come back to finishing off what I was doing, the urges ain't feel the same no more. I had to kind of bring myself into like, you know, back into that mode, but like it wasn't like, yeah, like, you know, I had to kind of like, I wouldn't say force it, but like I had to really like, because I was like, I'm already here, I already edged, whatever. I guess, you know, just trying to finish it off or whatever. But yeah, that's why I say your diet is everything, because sometimes you having urges because your colon is swollen from, you know, all of the food that you just overloading in your body. Your colon pushing up against your prostate, overly activating your prostate, which is giving you these inhumane urges for you to want to go to the lengths of edging to videos on a phone screen for hours, where we forget about how powerful this energy is and how responsible we have to be with this power. Like, that's how you know, like, it's not you, bro. It's that you don't understand the detriment of diet. So understand that. Don't be overloading, bro. Snacks and candy and eating like super duper heavy foods and mad food because you're trying to eat a bunch of calories and all that. You're gonna always have these weird, crazy, inhumane urges, bro. So, I mean, take that in, you are. All right, now, I'm about to completely expose myself, right? So obviously, disclaimer, I'm not trying to promote this or anything like that, right? But just like, you know, jail niggas, you know, they come out of jail and they expose the whole Fifi thing, like they call it a Fifi. They put something together like that is well known in the, you know, behind the walls in jail that, you know, a lot of men know about to do to help them cope with not being able to have no access to getting no real walls. And they behind the walls, you know what I'm saying, creating fake walls. That's word. But I also want to have this look back on the laugh at. I want y'all to laugh at me too. This is just gonna be funny. You know what I'm saying? And well, so let's just get into it, right? So I would get a pillow, right? Feel me? This started feeling way better than just like doing that. I ain't gonna lie. I got addicted to this for a minute. And it feel better when you throw the sheet over. You see how I got it folded? Like, me throw the sheet over that. Then I will always make sure, this part right here, I will always make sure like once, let's say I'm doing that to it and all that, once this start poking out, I make sure like you have to make sure the pillow is tight. You don't want it to be loose because it don't really feel the same as like if it's tight, and you make sure you squeeze the pillow inside the pillowcase. And then, right, I'll make sure that I got the perfect divide, right, straight in the middle, right? I would place it down, and then, you know, if one side feel like it's more thicker than the other side, then I make sure, like I said, squeeze, make sure I go back to the pillowcase part, squeeze that in here, right? So that now when I go back to divide it and to wrap it on my piece like this, each side feels nice and fluffy. And then obviously for this part, when I do this, it may be some parts in the way that's like feeling uncomfortable. So I make sure it's a straight line that's there for my piece, so that I'm just feeling both sides of this and feeling the cushion on the bottom and nothing is in my way. I make sure it's a clear path. Then I would get like a Tropicana bottle, throw a little bit of water in there so that it could, you know, catch the seed for the several times that I have drank my seed after. Put a little water in there. Yeah, I'm thinking about the reaction videos that's probably gonna come after this. It's cool, react to it. This is funny, bro. Bro, I really don't care. Like, this crazy that I, like, just, hold on, let me take this, I really don't be caring, bro. Like, wow. Like, I'm really on the internet and I don't give a hook at all. I'm a different breed, bro. Yo, I'm different on this shit, bro. Then, you know what I'm saying? What made it feel better was like, I started thinking, I'm like, yo, that joint feels so good. I want to just keep doing that and just like bust though. Like, I don't want to like have to back out and do no nah. Trying to cream pie that joint. So then I started thinking about mad weird shit. I was like, oh, one day I had a Tropicana bottle. I'm like, wait a minute, I think the hole is like, might be perfect enough. If it's like wet enough, that joint could go right on my piece. Now, put the Tropicana bottle on my joint. Right, the 1.5 liter joint, a little water in there, right? Left, like, put it like maybe like 1/3 on my joint, a little past my tip, pause, and then wrap the pillow. Then I'm feeling that, and then now I could just go crazy and then just bust all in the bottle, nigga. That's tough. So I was getting caught up in that, cause that, I ain't gonna say it felt like walls and nothing like that, but obviously you can see, like, you know, where that mindset come from, and you can see just like how us as men, we love walls so much that we go to lengths of doing stuff like that. Plus, I've been in a long distance relationship, and me and Faith's sexual tension be serious, and I done told Faith already about all of this. She been knowing about everything. She know about everything. This is not new information to her. So I've been on this real nigga type of timing. I'm just showing y'all because, you know, we could laugh about it. It's a journey, you know what I'm saying? And word, pause, but maybe you do some weird things. Maybe you could expose what y'all be doing, and let's just try to move past that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. We don't need to be trying to hide in the corner because we afraid to say certain things. Like, man, who cares, bro? I don't care. Right? Because I know it's going to get to a point where I'm going to completely overcome that. And now that it's not in the private and y'all know exactly what I do, it's going to be a lot different, you know, when it comes to a relapse. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I done told y'all about this, but like now, because I relapsed again, I'm like, you know what if I just take it to the next level and just really like put it out there. So like now it don't feel like it's private no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to hide. I don't want to cope with nothing no more. I want to completely get over everything so I could just ascend, bro. And I'm willing to do whatever. And I'm showing the universe that. This ain't even really about y'all either. This about showing the universe and the Most High God what I'm willing to do and the lengths I'm willing to go to completely overcome. Which is by completely, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was the purpose of that. I hope y'all enjoyed that clip. You know what I'm saying? And, all right. So, let's think about this, right? What do it take for us to be rationalizing certain things? Bro, it's our diets, bro. Your body is not in its natural state, always having a breakdown. Most of y'all diets is mad GMO. Y'all go off name brands. Y'all don't look at ingredients. Y'all don't look at the percentage of, bro, y'all don't be doing y'all homework. And you think you got some sort of control over your body because you could see something and learn about something, but you are constantly being hijacked by the things that you are putting in your body. This is all I'm trying to tell y'all with this whole blood retention stuff, bro. I'm trying to show y'all that it's deeper than just knowing about SR, Nofap, and just like, bro, it's deeper than that. Because now you're going to be battling an unnecessary battle if you just cut out certain things. Prioritize your blood, because our body is made up of a million gazillion veins, bro. Do your homework and look it up. Look at my community posts. A million veins. Meaning that all we need to be prioritizing is our blood. We don't need calories and we need minerals. We need things like sea moss. I've been binging on sea moss, bro. I go to the smoothie spot and grab the big 4-ounce joint of the sea moss, the Wildcraft sea moss in the glass and all that they got in the spot, the health spot that I go to. Give it to him in the back, like, yo, he know how I do. He like, oh, you want another? You want the whole thing in the blender? Like the whole thing, bro. The whole thing. Straight sea moss smoothie with, for me, my rolled oats, flax seeds, mango, pineapple, coconut water. Forgetting some. Nah, that's it. For me, the sea moss got all of the minerals your body need, meaning that's gonna make your blood super powerful, meaning the more powerful and flowing your blood is, you know what I'm saying? There's just the better shape we gonna be in, bro. Do you understand? Do you understand that the reason why you even have it in you to have the type of mindset to go into interacting with the metaverse like that is because, let me put this phone down. I don't feel like holding this. It's because, you know what I'm saying? Bro, like, I'm trying to put it in perspective for y'all, but I feel like y'all not catching me when it comes to this blur. Y'all not understanding that the reason why you even have urges for the sight is not because it's because you got brain fog, because your gut is connected to your brain. You put in GMO foods, BS foods, slaughterhouse foods, you know what I'm saying? They killing the shit out these animals and all that. You know what I'm saying? And it's super heavy. It take mad long for your body to break down meat, seafood, and dairy. Over 24 hours. Your body is constantly breaking down even one piece of meat. So imagine you eat an 8-ounce steak, an 8-ounce burger with the gluten bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, it goes so deep. So you got so much brain fog enough to now, it's like a gateway drug. Now that's what take you to, for me, end up engaging with that. That's going to give you a brain fog, because these GMO foods and what they doing and just got the state that it got your body in is making you an AI. Oh my God, bro. It's making you an AI, which is why you end up interacting with the metaverse through the gateway. The gateway of the metaverse is what? What do you think it is? Because I'm going to tell you what it is. The gateway to the metaverse is the sight. Because now you at an even worse type of state. And then now this is what make people so consumed by the internet. Boom. I don't need to say nothing else in this video. I don't care if I don't look perfect. I don't what. You could learn something from me, my God. That's 100. A lot of dudes don't understand the stuff that I'm able to put in perspective and break down. And the reason why I'm even able to do that is because of the state my consciousness is in, right? Our bodies is not always meant to be breaking down heavy foods, because why? Because all we really need is minerals. So it's not even natural but that's a whole nother conversation, right? But I'm telling you, bro, like during the day, get a big Semen smoothie, right? Then at night, I go to salad bar, get a big old salad with mad chickpeas, brown rice. I really want some wild rice. Wild rice is the GOAT, but this spot don't have wild rice. Chickpeas, brown rice, red onions, quinoa, broccoli, sweet potatoes, avocado. Bro, and that be having me mad full. Then I got my orange juice, where it's like orange juice mixed with elderberry, and it got zinc. Be doing that. That's my day-to-day diet and all that. So we gonna talk more about this. You know what I'm saying? Today is I think day 2 for me. Day 1 and day 2. One of them, day 2, I believe. And yeah, I may not be able to get 365 days under my belt, but I could still get like 350. So that's still valid. And word, for me, we gonna talk more. I appreciate all the support. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And salute, 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 you heard?